Hey, what's up guys? Andy Samberg here, and today I'm going to break down the Amex Gold. Oh man, another Amex Gold video. Let me tell you, this card is quite the card to discuss on YouTube here, but yes, it gets 4x back on these really awesome categories, and I ran the numbers comparing them to some 3x back and the 5x back City Custom Cash cards. It's actually not as good as you think. You really don't need the Amex Gold, but let me show you what I mean in a nice mathy table, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Subscribe. All right, guys, here's my table. Take a look. Let's just kind of go through it one at a time. But yeah, so the dining calculation, the groceries calculation, the gross differential, gold effective annual fee, net value, and profit loss statements are all very important here. Yes. I guess we'll start with the dining calculation. So this one, basically you just take like your monthly spending on dining and you can kind of work out whether or not a 3x card or whatever is better than the Amex Gold. So like, let's just say, I don't know, it looks like I have 555 in here. My monthly dining is like 641. I really should cut back on the burritos. And my multiplier that I would compare this to, so I have the Amex Gold, right? I already am getting 4x back, but let's just say I were to replace this with like a 3x back card, so I'll just leave it a 3x back. My annual earnings on the 3x back card would be $231, right? Because it's 0.03 times 12 times 641 times, yeah, that sounds about right. And then you do the Amex Gold earnings, right? So that one's 4.04 times the rest of that, blah, 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 blah. Basically, $77 of differential here. You're going to be getting $77 less by using a 3x back card versus the Amex Gold 4x back card. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get further into this. I'll show you about the effective annual fee and all that calculation because it's very important. Okay, for groceries, $261. That's pretty much about what I spend. I know it's not a lot. I go to Trader Joe's. I know some of you guys have families. I'm going to go ahead and run the numbers with like $700 or maybe like $1,200, and I'll show you what you would get too, so don't worry about that. Multiplier, you could put like 5x back if you have like Chase Freedom Flex, like first year bonus or whatever like that. That's pretty sick. Unfortunately, I don't have that, so I don't know. What would I use for groceries? Maybe the Saver One or the US Bank Altitude Reserve. That's probably what I would do. So I'm going to put 3x back for that again. Taking a look, guys, it's pretty much the same exact calculation. I'm going to be losing $31 by using the Saver One or the whatever instead of the Amex Gold. Same calculation here. So this is basically the 0.01 multiplier difference. So it's basically 1x back difference. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. Add those together, you get $108 of lower value if you don't use the Amex Gold. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Yes, I understand. But don't worry, guys. It gets worse. Now, effective annual fees are very important to calculate. So the Amex Gold has a different kind of effective annual fee, I would say. Technically, on paper, it's $10 because what do you have? A $250 annual fee card, right? And then you have the $10 monthly credit on dining and then a $10 monthly credit on Uber and Uber Eats. So, I mean, what is that? $20 times 12 is $240. I guess you could be at a $10 effective annual fee if you do this by the book. But guys, this ain't by the book, man. Dude, life is different than running a calculator and numbers. I'm telling you, dude. This is my personal experience. Literally, the burrito I get down the street, it's $13.49, dude. And it's on Grubhub, it's $13.49, and in real life, it's just $12. And I understand you may be able, if you're lucky, to find some sort of good redemption that you can just keep hitting over and over again and get that Grubhub, same exact price in Grubhub and same exact price in real life. That's freaking sick. Same with Uber Eats. If you can find that too, that's freaking sick. It is tough though. I can't seem to find anything I would buy, but you might not even care. You might just be like, wait, Jake, I already buy Uber Eats and Grubhub and Shake Shack all the time anyway. I'd get it delivered. I don't even care. Then, dude, you're awesome, man. Put that $10 effective annual fee. You deserve it. You could also be like, I don't even use Grubhub. Put like a $120 effective annual fee. Maybe you just use Lyft. But we're going to put $35 because that's about what I am spending to put it through Grubhub because I'm paying like $1.80 more or $1 something, maybe like $1.60 more every time, if that makes sense. We're going to keep it a little more simple here. Leave it at 35. Basically, scroll down here, net value of the gold, net value of the other setup. So 3x back is the other setup. That could be Saver One. That could be whatever it wants to be. And guys, $73? That's it? $73? I thought it would be more, right? It seems like it would be more. Like, I'm a little like, what the heck, dude? That ain't a lot of money. Okay, I understand. It might be a little different for you. It might be, something a little higher. I guess I spend a lot on dining and not as much on groceries, but maybe you have a huge family and you spend a ton on groceries, man, and you know, you could either put a really high spend into this calculator, or what if you tried using the city custom cash? Yeah, that's 5x back, dude. We should try that. Okay, so let's go up and change one of these. So maybe groceries. So like maybe you spend, I don't know, maybe you're shopping for two and you could use the city custom cash. Let's just do 450 first. $450. Pretty solid. Maybe your dining is not as high because you're mostly groceries, or I could just leave it as a high dining if you want me to. I don't know, guys. What do you think? We'll leave it? Okay, we're going to leave it. Let's up the groceries, but let's also up the multiplier. Yeah, let's up the multiplier to 5. So let's just say you get your 641 on dining. Put that on the Built Mastercard, the Chase, any of the Chase Freedom or Sapphire cards have 3x back on dining. You get the point. Groceries, 5x back, City Custom Cash. That assumes that you don't use it for gas. I don't know what to say there. I mean, you can kind of pick, but let's just do 5x back. We're going to cherry pick data here because that's fun. No, I'll get to the realistic stuff if this is not realistic. Don't worry, guys. So we're going to scroll down here. There's our earnings. Boom, boom. There's our earnings. Boom, boom, boom. What's your effective annual fee? Is it higher or is it lower? Should I just leave it at 35? Okay, let's just leave it at 35. I could put it at 10 and make the numbers a little bit better, but boom, look at that, dude. You're losing money. If you had the gold, you would be losing $12 if you just put it on this other setup. And not only are you losing $12 if you just put it on the other setup, like the City Custom Cash, the Built Mastercard setup, you know what I'm saying? Dude, you have to hop through so many hoops on that Amex Gold. It's so annoying. You know the Amex Gold card? You have to use the Grubhub, you have to use Uber, you have to use, all these monthly credits. It's super frustrating. So I can understand how people are like, I don't want this card anymore. I'd just rather use something that's more simple. And I understand the City Custom Cash has no annual fee, and I mean, it's not as cool. It's not gold or anything like that, if that really matters. It seems like it matters, man. I'm not going to lie. It seems like it matters way more than I thought. But maybe you, maybe you spend a lot of money on groceries, like $1,200. Is that a lot? That might be too much. Maybe you probably put wholesale clubs don't count, guys. So you might spend $1,200 on groceries, but I bet you like $400 of that is at Costco. I mean, why would you know? Come on, you guys definitely shop at Costco. So we're gonna put like $850. That's a lot, dude. If you're going to Kroger or Safeway or Ralph's or whatever, that $850 there a month. It sounds like you might be able to do that. I mean, that's big family there. But you probably could do that. Okay, $850 a month. I can't do the 5x back card here because you have a cap of the City Custom Cash at $500, guys. So I can't do that for you, unfortunately. And I don't have a bracket built in, like a tax bracket kind of situation built into this calculator. So I gotta just pick something else. We're gonna do 3x. Let's say you have a Saver 1. 3x is a lovely card. Or Saver 1's a lovely card. And maybe your dining is even more. I just don't want to keep upping the dining. You guys really spend that much? Fine. I'll do $794. $794 and $850 for groceries. It's a lot of money. Put that all in the Saver 1. Let's see if we can beat the Amex Gold. You guys think we can beat the Amex Gold? Let's find out, dude. That's a lot of spending. I think the Amex Gold's going to win. Okay, how about this? Maybe you're just so busy too. You don't have time to go to Shake Shack and Cheesecake Factory all the time. Maybe you just maybe you just use the Uber credits more often and you just can't get by. You can't get down with that freaking the Grubhub credit. So we're going to put $120 effective annual fee. Don't worry, I'll put it to 10 just to really make the numbers good in a sec, but I want to see what this one is. Oh my God, $77. Yeah. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just not a lot. Like, where's the value here? I'm a logical person. I think I'm making sense to you people. I think this makes sense, doesn't it? Like, I'm just comparing 3x with 4x, and I'm showing you what you would be making on the extra 1x back because it's 4 versus 3, right? And it's literally $77. It's like almost feels like it's wrong. But if you look at it here, look, see? You're going to be making let's just call it 67,000 points or 1 cent per point is dollars. So let's just call it $670 of value back on the gold. So that's almost, shit, 67,000 membership rewards points and 59,000 whatever points. So let's just say Capital One miles. So 59K versus 67K. That's literally 77K difference. Oh, hang on. I'm talking too much now. That's a 7,000 point difference. That ain't worth that much, man. I know. Bro, literally looking at these two numbers here, $669 and $592, that's $77 difference. And I guess if you put that into point value, that's a 7,700 point difference, right? Because one of them is earning Capital One miles or whatever it is, and the other one's earning Amex membership rewards points. I mean, that could be a little value differentiator there. But 7,700 points per year for all that work is just like not worth it. I guess it wouldn't be as much work because I did put the $120 effective annual fee on the gold because you're spending so much, you don't even need to use the grub up credit. Like if you spend a ton of money, like I'm talking like $2,000, you probably don't even need to think about the credits if you don't want to. You'll still probably be in the green compared to like these other cards. But most people aren't spending so much, and I just want to I just don't want to see people getting the Amex Gold and like, I don't know, man. Like I had a friend that got the Amex Gold when I started talking about it. And he asked me like, is it a good card? And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like the 90K bonus is super nice. And like, it's such a great card for that. And it's got like this gold look to it. And like, I can just feel like it's got some balls to it, bro. Like the Amex Gold's got some freaking, it's got that dog in it, dude. And like I can tell people want that and they want to feel like they like almost like fit in or like are cool or like doing something. And like it's just so annoying that it like barely really makes sense to actually get this card. I mean, like if we go back to this here and like change the effective annual fee to $10 and you do spend, I don't know, like $1,000 on dining and like $1,200 on groceries. So that's $2,200 and you're hitting the credits. I mean, you're making $250 per year and over anything else. And like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem like it's like, I don't know. It just seems a little silly. I guess it only really makes sense if you spend a freaking ton of money, but it's just so funny because like most of the audience does not spend a ton of money. I asked you guys if you like what's your grocery budget, and I saw like a lot of it is like 200 or not 200, but like in the 400 range. And like, dude, I would rather see you guys like, you know, cut back on groceries than try to just spend more and like earn more, dude. Like that's the dangerous part of this game that makes me a little nervous for everything. And like, I cannot believe how popular the gold is because of these values are so like, I'm not even cherry picking the values. Like I can put anything and it almost like still doesn't make sense to have the gold unless you really spend a ton of money. And like, it's just kind of a dangerous game to play. I guess the 90K bonus is an awesome first year bonus to have. And, you know, I actually got the card for the 90K and I also wanted to talk about it on YouTube and, you know, have some fun with it and get into Amex and try things out. And it's been great for me so far, but I'm really not making a lot of money on it either. Like if I go in here and I put my actual monthlies, I'm kind of spending a lot. Like I said, 641 on dining. I remember it because I just calculated it from SoFi. Link in the description. $250 groceries and $641 monthly dining. I go to Trader Joe's. It's not too much. Remember I said my effective annual fee is $35. So dude, look at that. I'm only making 72. Am I making 72? Yeah, so I'm making $72 if I just were to use a 3x back card instead. I mean, like I said, this is 39,000 membership rewards points, but it's also could be 32,000 Capital One miles. So like, kind of depends on how you value things in the game, but $72 for all that work is just not that much, if that makes sense. So I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. It's there's also the potential for referrals. I mean, that's also a huge part of why I'm keeping the card, because I can help people get 90K bonuses with my referral link, and that's awesome, dude. We're able to take 100,000 points from Amex. You get 90K and I get 10K every time. So I guess if a lot of people just get it for their first year, I guess we're winning. So yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just a weird thing and question to ask yourself if you're really like actually making a lot of value on this card. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, man, I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you thought about this. So, all right, see ya.